Good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday to you all. Thank you for joining the show today. We have a ton of guests today. We're going to be talking about Nursing Home Week and Bike Week and Month and all of the activities going on this weekend and throughout the next couple weeks here on the show today. So you're definitely going to want to stay tuned in for this. I want to start off, though, by saying thank you to all of our sponsors for being sponsors of the show and just giving this platform to everyone in the community to kind of get out their word, their messages, and just continue to allow us to do that. We appreciate it. So R7, I have to remind you, that they have their Mom and Me workshops this weekend. So if you're interested in that, or if you haven't thought about Mother's Day yet, it is this weekend, you guys. So you should think about that, like right now, and you should get on their website and sign up, because what a cool Mother's Day gift. I would love to get that. So they have several different little classes that you can sign up for, and just, send mom and the kiddos up there to do a fun little workshop together, and also maybe send her with like a little extra moolah to buy, some stuff in the barn or something. But also, of course, Lutheran Living and CBI, our friends over at Toyota of Muscatine, and Impact Athletic Performance. I am having a slight problem sitting down this morning. He forced us to do a lot of lunges yesterday. Suntan City of Muscatine, go get your shine on over there with them. Unity Point Health, Trinity Muscatine, one of our newest sponsors of the show. We're excited to have them on more frequently. The providers and nursing staff and all of the employees to just tell us about all the great things going on in the community through them. And of course, Hy-Vee for letting us take over their space every single day to do the show. So thank you so much. We are going to jump right in because we've got a lot of stuff to talk about. So our first guests here are from Lutheran Living. Thank you guys for coming on.
Thank
so
you.
we have Kayla and Stephanie on this morning to talk about, pretty important week coming up in you guys' lives. So let's talk, first of all, Kayla's been on the show several times, but maybe introduce yourself and tell us kind of your part at Lutheran Living.
Sure. So I'm Stephanie Kronlage. I've been at Lutheran Living initially as a therapist, director of rehab, but now as the executive director, and love it. I've been in long-term care my entire career, so 15 years, and the Lutheran Living is just fantastic.
Yeah. I love watching all the activities that you guys do and the photos, and it's fun. Even though I don't have a family member or loved one there or anything yet, it's still fun to see all the activities and the things that you guys are doing on a regular basis. And a big congrats to Kayla she's all hitched up, guys. Sorry. So, chance is over. So you guys wanted to come on today to talk a little bit about Nursing Home Week, which is right around the corner next week.
Next week.
So let's talk about that and what that means to your organization and what you guys have planned for that week. I'm sure lots of fun things.
Yeah. So Nursing Home Week is just an opportunity for us to celebrate our nurses, our staff that work there, and all their dedicated hard work they do every day. And then also celebrate our residents and, give them something fun to look forward to have just a special week for us to all come together and celebrate, being a big happy family, like we like to call it. This year, the theme, they put on a theme every year, is Together Through the Seasons. So if you imagine, the last year has been rough.
Yeah, a little bit, especially for you guys.
Yes, and we've all been together through every season, whether it's, the actual season, like fall, winter, summer, spring, or, seasons of COVID, seasons of, light, all the things.
Yes.
So we kind of
we took a different stance on it this year.
Yeah, we did our themes. We do a theme each day, and so we did a kind of a different perspective on it this year. So we're Our first day is summer fun day.
Ooh.
So dress in work appropriate summer attire, do summer games, summer theme decorated throughout the facility.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully it'll be nice and summer feeling outside as
Right,
well.
yes.
That'd be great.
Yes. And then our next day, we kind of are transitioning into fall, but it's going to be like the first day of school day.
Ooh.
So we're doing a guessing game of who's who. So we had staff and residents bring in pictures of their like earliest school days.
Oh, stop it. That's super fun.
Yeah, and then you have to guess who it is. And we're going to do Pledge of Allegiance over.
Oh, yep, we're doing Pledge of Allegiance
Overhead.
and then schoolyard games.
That's so fun.
Yeah.
And the food is school related, so it'll be really fun.
Yeah, I think we're doing a coloring contest, so there's a lot
That's
of
so fun.
school-themed events going on that day. And of course, we're continuing into the fall, and we're doing a tailgating day. So it's around kind of like a Hawkeyes theme, but also sports in general. And we're going to do a potluck and like tailgating games, like bags and stuff like that. So that'll be fun. And then we're transitioning into winter and doing snow day.
Ooh, snow days are fun.
Yes, and we're doing like a snowball fight with those. I don't know if you guys seen those fake snowballs.
Yep.
So we're doing that and playing a Christmas movie and dressing in Christmas attire. Hopefully it's not too
115
Yeah.
degrees. It will be warm that day and cold on summer day.
Yeah. And then our big event is on Friday, and we're hosting or putting on a senior prom for our residents. So
That is so fun.
our theme is Starry Night, and we're just we kind of did a acronym providing residents with old memories.
That's cool.
And it's going to be really fun. We're going to do.
So I'm excited to hear it.
Yeah.
What are the residents saying? Like, are they super stoked about this coming up? Are they excited, like getting their dresses out and excited to kind of dress up? And I'm sure, especially like with this last year. I mean, none of us have really had the opportunity. We've been living in sweatpants a lot.
Yeah.
When you get home from work, you're like, all right, well,
Here we go.
here we go. So, how are they? Are they excited about it?
So we handed out the prom invites to them yesterday.
Ooh.
So I haven't heard a ton of buzz, but I'm sure today.
Today is going to be like the talk of the town.
Yes.
Yep.
And it's going to be a really fun day because we're going to do glamour shots and like do
Hair
the
and
hair and makeup and
That's so
get
fun.
photos done for them and then that evening will be the senior prom and
Music and dancing
Very
and
cool.
snacks and
snacks and
All of the prom
decorations
things.
and all the prom things.
yeah.
That's so fun.
So.
That's going to be cool. So, tell me about like staff involvement in that. I mean, will staff be getting dressed up and doing all of that fun stuff as well?
I think this year it seems like the staff is even more like
into it and ready for it.
And, yeah, so yesterday several people were like, hey, can I come in? I'm not supposed to work that night. Can I come in and do hair and makeup for the residents today? And, so they seem to be, I think, getting into the themes a lot. So they're pretty pumped.
Yeah, that's awesome.
We've been asking for donations for formal attire, so it's springtime, spring cleaning. I'm sure everyone's trying to clean out their closets, so if there's any formal wear that they don't use anymore, feel free to donate it to Lutheran Living, and we'll use it for our residents and get them all snazzy and fancy to enjoy the night. So it's exciting.
That is exciting. I want to see lots of pictures from the event so that we can share them on the show.
We'll have to make sure we've got all the cameras out.
Yes, all of the cameras. All of the phones, all of the cameras.
That's right.
So, also, I mean, these are just some of the reasons. I mean, this is just one event that you guys put on for, Nursing Home Week, but I swear, like every month, every day, there's something going on at Lutheran Living, which kind of brings us to our next topic, which is like openings, whether it be that you need a place to maybe place a loved one, or whether you need a job, right? You have both of those things open right now. So let's talk a little bit about that, because I mean, this sounds like a fun job to have, to do stuff like this at work.
Yeah. It's really fun, and we're really working on creating a positive work culture, and really just, like Kayla said, enjoying it as more of a family,
Yep.
We did recently do a wage analysis, so got our wages much more competitive with surrounding areas, and so we really are starting to see the culture change a bit, which is super fun. We do have openings for CNAs, certified medication aides, RNs, LPNs, dietary cooks, so quite a few openings right now. Many of them with sign-on bonuses, which is an extra little cash in the pocket. So we're just looking for folks that want to join our positive team, and like you said, have fun. Yeah,
have fun and be. I'm sure at times, I'm talking about the last year even, it can be a hard job, but also how rewarding, to have a job like that and go home at the end of the day knowing that you made a difference, and that, how important you are to the residents, and those connections that you make throughout your day and your time at work.
I was also going to say, people who are wanting to make a difference, it's definitely a rewarding job to just put a smile on a resident's face each day. So they definitely need it.
Yes,
right now, so.
Absolutely. And then, so on the other side of that, also, you guys have openings for residents too, if people are in need of that.
Yes, we of course we always have openings in our transitional care center, people who are needing rehab and to get a little stronger to return back to home after a serious illness or a surgery that they may have had in the hospital. We also have private rooms available in our long-term care for people who are needing, 24-hour assistance and care to get taken care of. And then we do, I believe, have an assisted living apartment that's coming available here shortly within the next month.
Awesome.
It's a one
bedroom. Yep, an assisted living. And then we have in our cottage, which is the apartment, we do have an apartment open there as well, which is a one bedroom.
Yeah.
It's got this super amazing view of the valley, and
it's beautiful out where you guys are.
It is, and it's a cute apartment with a tiny little sweet kitchenette, and comes with a one-stall garage. So I know with Muscatine we have a great need for apartments. So we do have that available for rent.
Awesome.
It has really big bay windows, so you can see out just across the fields, and it's really pretty. So.
I do love that about Lutheran Living, is just all of the different options that you guys have depending on literally the needs of the resident, and what that family wants, for their loved one, or needs for their loved one. So whether it be, just a assisted living situation where they need those people to go check in on them and be available if something comes up, or if it is rehab, or I mean, there's so many options through Lutheran Living. So definitely, if something like this comes up, give them a call, and I'm sure you fit in somewhere, and they can find that. And I think through all of this last year or so, we've realized how important it is to have a facility that you can depend on, and care for their residents and are doing fun things. And because I mean, how long did families go and are unable to see their family? Like things like that happen. Like we don't think about that until they happen, and then you're like, we really do depend on these people and need to trust and know that you guys are doing fun things and have stuff on the calendar to keep our loved ones busy, and that they're truly cared about on a regular basis when we're not able to be there.
Yeah, and so they really are like part of our family. When the families couldn't come in, we were the ones giving the hugs, and we were the ones,
showing them support,
giving the families and the residents support, and trying to kind of keep their spirits up, because it was a rough year.
Yeah, for sure. So if any of those things, whether you need a job or you're looking for maybe placement for a loved one, give Lutheran Living a call. If you have the formal wear, so what's the process for that? Because we didn't really talk about that. Do they just bring it out and drop it off to you guys? How's that work?
Yeah, they can come to our main entrance,
okay.
and our front desk receptionist can grab it from them. And,
awesome.
We can take it. They can take it to where it needs to be.
Perfect. So after work or whatever time it is that you're available to drop those things off. I know a lot of people are spring cleaning. We were talking about Fruitland Citywides being last weekend, and a lot of those kind of things are coming up. So clean out your closets and look through and see if you have any of those items available, and get those out so that the residents can use them this weekend or next weekend. Sorry. That's super fun.
Yeah, and
they'll be put to good use.
I have one more thing. Every year before Nursing Home Week is Nurses Week.
Yes.
So I wanted to give a shout out to all our nurses at Lutheran Living and all the hard work they do.
Of course.
So they're getting some pampering today.
Ooh.
Specifically for our nurses, they're getting facials done.
What?
Yep. A little short 15-minute facial today and tomorrow. So
dang,
they deserve it.
I need a facial.
I know.
Hint, hint. Why don't we get facials here? What's going on with that?
Because the person in charge of HR hasn't handled that.
Oh, he's talking about me, I think. I have to buy myself a facial.
Oh, well,
whatever.
The nurses really are fantastic, and the nurses all around here, at the hospital, the clinics, are just so compassionate and caring. So very lucky in the Muscatine area.
Yeah. I totally agree. I actually have that on my list to talk about today, later in the show too, is just everyone in the community, not only at Lutheran Living, which in all of the facilities, you talked about it, whether it be at Unity Point Health or, anywhere, it's so important to have those, that resource. And those, the nurses are the ones that we spend the majority of our time with when we're, needing care. And so such an important piece, and wow, where would we be without them? So huge shout out to them for sure. I am excited to see all of the things that happen next week, and we'll keep you updated, and you guys have to send me pictures throughout the week so that we can share them all week long on the show.
Sounds good.
Sounds good?
Yeah.
It's going to be exciting. So next week, Nursing Home Week, and lots of activities happening at Lutheran Living. So I'm sure you can catch some of the things on their Facebook page because they're really active on there. But otherwise, hop on the show at 9 a.m. and I'll be sharing things. I'll poke her and make sure she's sending us all the updates and pictures and stuff, because it sounds like a really good time. I'm a little jealous.
Yes, it's going to be a really fun week. We're excited.
That's awesome. I'm excited. Thank you so much for coming on and being a part of the show today.
Thank you.
Yep. We're going to go to a quick commercial break, and then we have some more guests for you guys to talk about Bike Week, Bike Month, an event coming up here in Muscatine. So give us just a minute to switch out guests, and we'll be right back.
We just don't work out in a single plane of motion.
Hello, I'm Tennille with R7 Reclaimed, located in Grandview, Iowa. We mix old and new goods together so that you can find the story of your home. When you get here, you will find a mix of old and new goods that are put together so seamlessly you won't even be able to tell which is which. And not only that, it's going to speak to you and your home. We are worth the road trip. We call it the R7 road trip. So punch in 337 Cemetery Lane, Grandview, Iowa into that GPS and make the road trip.
Ready? All right. So we've swapped out. We have a whole new table full of people. Yay! So we have. You guys are all part of the Melon City Bike Club.
Yes, we are.
And why don't you all introduce yourselves, just in case people don't know? I'm sure most people are familiar with who you are. You kind of have been around and doing events in town a lot, but just so that people know, in case. So we'll start down with Diana.
My name is Diana Tank.
And what are you, Diane?
And I'm the president of the Melon City Bike Club.
I'm Carol Ward.
Greg Harper with Harper Cycling Fitness.
Yes, awesome. So Diana reached out and she's like, hey, guess what? It's Bike Month and Bike Week and Bike Day and all of these things are coming up and we have an event. And so I'm so glad you guys came on the show so that we can talk about all of these things. Because we have amazing bike paths in town, and so important for us to promote that, and also just in general biking and the health that it provides. So let's jump right in. So National Bike Month. We actually have, I think you sent some posters and stuff. We can pull up on the show on the screen for you guys. So National Bike Month. Tell us tell us about that. What kind of things are we planning here in the community? What truly is that trying to promote? Bike to Work Day is coming up too, right? I mean, there's a lot of things that kind of go into that, but overall, just, I mean, obviously I live in Fruitland. It'd take me a while to bike all the way to work in the morning.
You could do it.
I could do it for sure. Whew. I don't know. I'm not really a morning person. Might take a while, but we enjoy biking as a family. So, but May is Bike Month. So all of the reasons, I love the poster that you guys sent with all of the reasons why people ride bikes. I think, Jess, do you have that one? We'll pull that one up. So May is Bike Month and there are so many reasons to ride. I loved that poster. Yeah, it's super cute. Things from just the sport itself, right? I mean, people just enjoy riding a bike, but it's saves on gas, which is kind of a problem right now. Gas is like, woo. Clean air.
Yes.
All of these things. So
healthy lifestyle.
Yep, absolutely.
And you're outdoors, social distancing, so it's fun. You can have any abilities of any level, and you can sit outside and enjoy activities. It's healthy.
Yeah, and we do it as a family, and it really does give us that family time, something to look forward to that we do together, and sometimes we do it with other families, family friends, and so we can make a whole day of it sometimes. But we also there's that social side of biking, like with Melon City Bike Club, and I mean, you guys are always willing to take a new face, right?
Oh,
I mean, heck
what they have going on right now is they have Monday and Tuesday night social rides that leave from the riverfront at 6 o'clock, and they go for a ride, sometimes down the trail, down to Deep Lakes and back. So Monday night is the 6 o'clock social ride, and at the end of the ride, they go over to Mississippi Brew and have a brew burger. Now, it's optional, but that's part of the social aspect of it. Then Tuesdays, Diana, tell them what to do on Tuesdays.
Yeah, Tuesday nights are more of a leisurely ride, and those are the rides whereby someone that might be just beginning rider, a family, maybe go at a little slower pace, then that ride is called our leisure ride. So we have a leader Deb Elliott leads that, and she's been fantastic with encouraging folks to come on down and give it a try. We always talk to people that are interested in starting out biking to try that Tuesday night ride. Yeah. That kind of gets you an introduction into what we do and how our rides go and the group riding concept. So that's been a very nice addition to our club rides.
Yeah.
And Tuesdays, don't they have that as a no drop ride, no rider left behind?
Absolutely.
So even if you're really slow, somebody's always going to be riding with you and encouraging you to keep on pedaling.
And it's usually on a trail. It's usually on the trails,
Yeah.
which makes it
an easier ride,
more
safer,
comfortable,
comfort. Yep.
right.
No traffic,
Right.
no
Yep.
automobiles. And there's only a few requirements. Having a bike, and safety is wearing a helmet. They encourage bike safety, and helmet usage is not a law, it's just a good idea to wear one. So we always try to promote, meaning the bike club and myself at Harper's, try to promote safe cycling and wearing a bike helmet.
Yep. Absolutely. I got a really cool pink one when I was down at Harper's last summer, a new one. So
That's good, high visibility. We like to promote that as well. It's we need those drivers, those cars out there to see us. So if you're on the road and such, it's nice, and lights and flashing lights and whatever you can do to make yourself visible.
As a cyclist,
It's crazy even the people who think, oh, well, I only need a light at night, or I only need that reflective gear at night. But I was coming down the road, I bet it was like, I don't know, maybe a couple weeks ago, and it was like middle of the day. But I came up on somebody and it was like, oh my gosh, there's somebody. And good thing I was paying attention, and I wasn't being distracted, by something else, which a lot of people are. So make sure you're taking care of yourself and you're getting those lights even for the daytime. There's special lights for daytime as well. Greg taught me all about that at Harper. I'm like, what? There's like special lights for the day that make it even easier. But so those are things to keep in mind. Keep safe, because that's super important as well. As just as important as getting out and riding your bike is to do it safely, so that
Another part of safety would be to have your bicycle mechanically safe. Have it checked out. Make sure that everything's working properly.
Sure.
So you don't have an accident or have any problems like that. So that's always important to keep your bike maintained.
Yep, absolutely. Having the correct bike is
the correct size.
It is nuts how big of a difference that makes. I honestly didn't realize how big of a difference it could make, but it does. So I encourage you all to make sure that you have the correct bike for what you're doing, whether it's riding on the paths or whatever you enjoy to do. Make sure that you have the right bike and that it fits you. And kids grow fast.
Yes, they do.
So make sure that your kiddo has the right bike and the right helmet size and all of those things. We bought Hanley a helmet last year, and she needs a new helmet already. Like, it's already getting tight. And so make sure that you keep an eye on those things as well when you're riding as a family too. But it's super fun, and you can go as fast or as slow as you want. We love to ride the bike path and stop at different local establishments. We were super stoked when headquarters opened, because it was right on, because we live down in Fruitland, so it was right on our little path. It was a great midway stop. But there are a lot of businesses like that you can kind of pop off on, take a little break, and kind of have that social aspect as well, and make it a whole day. So lots of fun.
It does lead into what we do on our bike rides as well. Our Monday and Tuesday night rides. We always include a restaurant in there, and we always stop somewhere and support the local establishments. And afterwards, then you can have a little more camaraderie and chatting, and you can get together and socialize a little more over some food and beverages. And so we always try to really support our local restaurants in town. So.
Yeah, and if you can't make one of those specific nights with the bike club, you should try. But if you can't, you guys have actual maps of the path and stuff still, right, as well. So if you're not familiar with that, and maybe that hasn't been something you've tried, definitely stop down at Harper's and grab one of those maps and check out some of the new paths, because they're just all over the place. You can go so many different ways through town. And
segue, that's what I was just going to say. That's a good segue. Yes, we are actually to speak to that, how the trails are just connecting by a mile here, a mile there, 2 miles there. It's just fantastic to see how over the last several years they have been connecting. So we have 22 miles now here. If you start out on University or Solomon, go all the way to the end at Deep Lakes. As a round trip is 22 miles, 23 miles. So that's without getting on the street. That's being on a trail. So that's fantastic here in town. Really great.
And what's happening next week?
And then next week we're having a dedication of the West Side Trail that extends up over Hauser. And that's been a long time in the making. And Greg can speak to how long the Trail Committee has really been.
They've been working for 15 years.
For years.
To get that?
Well, not that one specifically, but the Trail Committee has been together for over 15 years, and that segment's taken probably 5 years. to get it going, because they had several different routes they wanted to go and work on, and then working with the landowners and everything else, and then the cost of constructing the trail, and it's like, finally, this is when they decided on.
It looks so
boom,
nice.
and it's nice.
Between the high school and Hershey Street,
Yes.
it used to be really scary to go down that hill because there were big cracks in the roads
Yep.
and everything. And now it's just a breeze. It's just a wonderful ride.
Literally a breeze when you're going down that.
Down is great.
Up the hill, not so much of a breeze, but
If you had an e-bike, it'd make it a lot easier. But yeah,
but it is a great addition.
It's beautiful.
Leading
If you
into
have, if
Discovery
you don't
Park.
normally go through that part of town, you'll have a chance. The dedication. So when is that event taking place, and what's the plan
Thursday,
for that?
May 13th, and it'll be down at the soccer complex, the new parking lot. We'll have it there. It's going to be a ribbon cutting. The mayor will be there we have a proclamation that's in the works. She'll be signing tonight at City Council for declaring May as Bike Month.
Awesome.
We will have that proclamation out there, and we'll have a dedication to that extension of the trail up over Hauser
That's
on May
very
13th. So bring your bikes down, come down as a family, come down as a group, join us.
And so actually that connects Discovery Park, adds that to your trip.
Yeah.
Yep.
Waterworks Park, add that to your trip.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
there's
a
so
really
many
good place.
options.
Yeah.
It's cool. I actually just had a friend who is who loves to bike as well, and she just moved back to town, and is so excited about just like how many trails we have and all of that. So we are lucky, and we should utilize it as much as we can for sure. So. And what better month than Bike Month, right?
Exactly.
Bike month. Yep.
So the perfect day to get started is next Thursday. You can go to the ribbon cutting and be able
Bring
to,
your bike.
bring your
Ride the
bike
trail
and check
from there,
out. Yes,
it'd be awesome.
It is very nice. That trail is super nice, and I agree. It was a little sketchy before going down that hill or coming up it. So take advantage of all of those things. And how does someone get involved in the bike club if they want to? They just literally show up one day?
Literally. I mean, right now with the Monday and Tuesday night rides from the riverfront, whether they stop into the store or they get on the Melon City Bike Club's Facebook page or the Melon City Bike Club's webpage and find out about these rides, they can just show up and they're greeted and can be a part of it. And if they want to go and join the bike club, it's an annual membership, calendar year, I believe.
Yes, calendar year.
So January to December. And what you get out of that is you support the local cycling community.
Sure.
And you can also donate to additional trails and or bicycling advocacy. And you get a little discount at the bike shop for parts and accessories. So
Awesome.
that's an annual membership, and that's all it is. Simple.
Yeah.
You're a part of a group,
Yep.
and I like the discount.
I like the discount. We all like discounts, don't we? Especially at Harper's.
Your local
It's
family bike shop.
Yes. A little bit of a plug there. But it is nice to have a local bike shop that you can go to and ask questions and
I mean, if
plan
I
on
have
spending a
flat
little bit of
tire,
time.
I call Greg. Can you do that?
Yep.
Come down. It's
Yep.
done. In,
They're
Yep.
super supportive of the cycling community
Absolutely.
and very, very great to have them local
Yep.
here. Not many people, a lot of people don't have a local shop, so
Yeah.
that's so nice.
Yeah.
Yep.
We
Very cool.
Really appreciate them.
Yeah, so become a member, or at least try to make it to a ride and have that social aspect. We're all
Sure, because he's from out of town. He came from Burlington just to ride with us.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yes.
Very cool. So you meet new people.
Absolutely.
Um,
Wonderful. Yeah.
Very cool. So May is Bike Month. It is a perfect time for you, if you're not already biking, to maybe take that up. Go get yourself a bike and all of the safety gear and start doing that. Join up with these lovely folks, and they can show you some of the trails and all of that. And it's a lot of fun. It's not as much work. People are like, oh, I don't know if I could do it.
Yeah.
But I mean, just do it. And
get on and
it's a
pedal.
lot. Yeah. You can go as far as you want, or take a short little cruise. But
I like to say that you have to start somewhere, and I can remember my first time getting involved again with cycling after many years of not having children and really not being able to get out there. And the first few times I showed up, it was like, oh boy. But you know, again, you keep coming and you keep trying and you keep working at it. You can get more miles in. Pretty soon you're doing rag ride. Pretty soon you're doing
now
other
Diana's zooming all over town.
Doing, 50, 60 mile rides. So you can work yourself into it, but you have to start somewhere. So get out and start moving and come join us sometime.
Yeah.
From last night, Brad, he's from Burlington. He mentioned that this year we put on all our rides
on a calendar,
and we have a calendar of rides. And he saw, I saw this. I know I can plan ahead now.
Yes.
We did a dinner ride last night.
Yeah.
Where we go out to a place to eat, and Harper's bring us back on their in their van.
That's another aspect of the club that we have.
So last night I was kind of laughing. It's like 9:45, and these two 85-year-old people have loaded our bikes. They're driving us home, and most 85-year-olds are laying on the couch at 7:30. You know, here they are, and his mom is just chatting away. You know.
Chatting away. Probably loving every minute of it.
That is great. It's just like a
fantastic support.
Yeah, for us. Very cool, and it's so easy to become involved in the club and just in the biking community in general. So I just encourage you all to try that out. Go down on Thursday and be part of that ribbon cutting, and maybe that's your first step into starting something new.
Yep. Absolutely.
Perfect.
So thank you. Oh, go ahead.
Well, you want to mention?
Oh yeah, part of May, the bike month, is also there's a bike week, and that is May 17th through the 23rd. And then there's also a bike to work. That's the bike to work week. And then there's a bike to work day, which is the 21st of May. So keep those in mind, and maybe you can grab your bike and try to get out there more. Maybe ride to work, grab onto a coworker or something, and see if you can get a group together at work and join in and
or your
ride
family.
Family, just
and also
friends.
Refer to Melon City Bike Club on Facebook.
Okay.
Because they have everything there. They have fast. We do have a group of fast riders. They kind of go on their own.
We meet at different times, us fast riders.
And the website also does contain a little bit of a description of each ride. It'll have on there what the day of the ride is, the time, and then kind of what expectations you could have for like how many miles an hour. Are you going 10 or 12 or 14? It kind of lists that in there for you to give you a level of maybe your skill or where you think you want to start. So
and we've seen the COVID year, so many more people riding. In fact, you can speak to that because they barely had any bikes left.
Yeah, I didn't have any bikes there for a while. That's awesome. I love, and it sounds weird, but that day that I came in and saw that, I'm like, this is kind of awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not for you because you wanted more bikes to sell, but
still do.
But it was awesome to see that more people were getting out and doing these things, and as annoying as COVID has been, it has taught us to get outside of our box, do different things that we were putting off for so long, trying, whether it be technology or buying a new bike and going and doing something that we've not done in years.
Sure.
It has kind of taken us there and gave us that like shove, all right, well, you can't go out to dinner tonight, but you could go get yourself a bike and go for a bike ride.
So one of the gals that showed up last night for the very first time, she lives in Durant. She came down to ride with us, and she's like, well, I'm more of a trail rider. Well, we're riding out to where did we ride? Bluegrass last night, up New Era Road. And so that's all road stuff.
Yeah.
But we kind of, all of us try to wear more visible clothes. Of course, helmets. And then we have these little signs we put up on roads now to say bikers ahead if people watch them. What else?
Just to warn motors and stuff.
Yeah.
So she rode with us on a hybrid bike and did a great job.
Awesome.
Going out, and it was.
So it gives you the opportunity to kind of get outside of what you might be used to.
And she was fine. She kept up with us, and if she hadn't, she had a backup. Her husband was going to pick her up. So that's a good way to start.
Yeah.
That was her first time with us.
Just come on out and give it a try.
That's
go
awesome.
as far as you think you can go. Maybe you'll take off on a trail ride and go 3 or 4 or 5 miles, and then next time you go 7 or 8. So you just kind of keep adding on to it, but you have to keep doing it. So keep it up.
Yeah, sometimes you don't realize you're chatting and having a good time, and you're like, wait, how far have we gone? Wait a second, I have to go back. Like, I have to go back to. But it is. I mean, you forget that you're even doing that exercise piece of it, because it becomes kind of a fun thing to do. So
Just going through the motions, pedaling your bike.
Yep.
That's right. That's right.
Well,
there's something for everybody, so
yes,
keep that in mind as well.
Yeah.
And we're here to help you. We're here to guide you and give you any type of help you need for writing, and just some pointers and tips on writing as well. So feel free to join us.
Yep, awesome. Well, thanks for coming on, you guys, and talking about the event. I'll remind you again about the event next week, but maybe put that on your calendar and get down to that ribbon cutting, because it's a huge thing for our community, and we want to support those kind of that progress being made, and that is what's going to continue the progress in the future, is if they see that people are supportive and are excited about those things. So I encourage you all to make it out there, even for a little bit, and show support of that hard work. Like you said, 5 years in the making of really trying to make just that one piece of the puzzle. So very cool. Well, we are going to take another quick break, and then we are going to announce winners of the Passport event that happened for Taste of Hy-Vee. And so you're not going to want to miss out on that, especially if you were here for that. So we will be right back in just a minute to do all of that. Where have you been?
I've been sleeping.
I'm excited. I've been waiting to announce these.
Sorry.
I like announcing winners. I told you this.
I understand that.
I get very excited about these things. So, as you guys all know, we talked about it the whole month of April. Taste of Hy-Vee happened. You got the opportunity to try a buttload of great food all throughout the month, and also fill out these cool passports and get the opportunity to win more amazing food.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, this is a win-win here. So, tell which name do I have?
You have the demo, the ring toss.
The ring toss winner. So, also throughout the store, there were games placed, and people played those. And this person played ring toss, and so the winner of ring toss, what's this person going to win?
$25 meat bundle.
$25 meat bundle. That's perfect. I mean, you can go out and like grill up some meat, or I mean, it's like
time for grilling.
Tis the season to be grilling.
You are too energetic today.
He needs to get on my level here. Okay, so the winner of the ring toss is Michael Bierman. So if you know Michael, or Michael, if you're watching, you are the winner of the ring toss and the meat bundle. So are they just going to come to customer service and tell them that they're the winner?
I will call Michael and the other lucky winner here, and we'll have them stop up at customer service. We'll already have a date arranged. Sweet. And they can stop up there, and somebody will run back and grab their meat bundle for them.
Exciting! So Michael Bierman is the ring toss winner. So if you know Michael Bierman, tag him or something on this post. That'll be fun.
And our lucky winner for the passport this week is Jamie Verks. So if anybody knows Jamie, let her know. Congratulate her on this. She's also our lucky winner
of the.
Do you know Jamie?
I do.
Perfect. She is the winner of a $25 meat bundle also. Awesome. And then tomorrow we'll gather up all the passports. I just got back, otherwise we would have done it today. And we'll grab the names of all the passport winners. And then we'll throw them in a hat and we'll let you draw tomorrow on the show, Ashley.
Ooh, that's going to be so exciting.
And that one will be for a $100 meat bundle.
Wow.
So.
That's exciting. So even though April's over, wah, 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 and Taste of Hy-Vee is over, still lots of opportunities tonight.
Tonight is steak dinner.
It is!
Big Ben's going to be out on the grill from 4 to 7, guys. We're doing an 8-ounce New York strip, jumbo baked potato, corn on the cob, for only $8, guys.
$8.
It's our May special this week coming from the kitchen, so make sure you stop in and see us for that. Cool. Also, we've kind of learned that people are ready to get the demos going and everything, Ashley.
Yeah.
So every weekend we are going to have demos throughout the store. Ooh. Still. We kind of got a good response from everybody through the Taste of Hy-Vee and rolling with demos again. And so we're going to continue doing that, guys. So make sure you check out those signature items throughout the store.
Yeah, awesome. Well, I am so glad you guys joined us today. We talked about a lot of stuff, a lot of things going on throughout the month. Are you riding your bike to work? Because it's not very far for you, right? I mean,
I live 40 miles away.
Just kidding.
I'm already up at 4 in the morning. Do you want me up at 2 to make it to work on time?
No, you'd be super grouchy. I don't want that at all, at all. But this is your last chance to send in your photos of your pets for the pet feature tomorrow on the show, because it is National Pet Week. Do you have a pet?
I have a 160-pound Great Dane.
Ooh, so you need to send me a picture.
Oh. We can do that, Ashley.
Okay. I'll just keep bugging him until he does. He's learning. But I'm so glad you guys joined us on the show, and I hope that you guys will join us tomorrow, because Tony's going to join us to talk all things Muskies and talk about some of the stuff wrapping up the school year, and we're going to chat about the prom and how everything went with that, and just all those Muskie things, as well as I have some photos of some of the proms from around the area too. So it's going to be a fun day tomorrow on the show, so I hope you'll join us again tomorrow at 9 a.m. Until then, though, remember that kindness is free, so spread that stuff wherever you go.
TJ Deere here at Toyota Muscatine, and this is what it feels like to have a brand new Toyota.
It's the new car smell.
It's the new stories.
It's the new adventure.
It's the memories.
Come and see us for your 2020 Toyota.